Ladies, gents, good afternoon. Thank you for the introduction. As I was introduced, I'm Tóth Norbert. I'm the director of the Hungarian Capability Development Office, which is a quite new entity in the Hungarian defense staff. It's a great honor for me to stand here today, especially if I remember back some 2 years ago, I was sitting among the audience at this very same event. And today I'm privileged to introduce you a very interesting and exciting panel discussion. Before starting, please forgive me for relying quite heavily on my notes. It's mainly because I would like to respect and keep the time frame that I was given. So let's start with the question. When you think about innovation, what industries come to mind? Perhaps it's technology and software, healthcare, and automotive. However, today I would like you to think about the defense industry, an often overlooked sector that has been behind some of the groundbreaking technological advances we use in our daily lives. In fact, the defense sector has historically been one of the primary drivers of innovation, with breakthroughs that have shaped industries well beyond the battlefield. In the next 12 minutes or so, we will explore together the role of innovation and research and development in defense, particularly how the challenges emerging from the ongoing Russian-Ukraine war are reshaping modern warfare. Additionally, we will look at how national industries, such as those in the US, China, Russia, and even in Hungary, are playing a crucial role in this shift. Innovation in the defense industry is not a new phenomenon. Over centuries, military needs have spurred some of the most critical technological breakthroughs. Consider the sail, essential to naval warfare during the age of exploration, or radar technology, which was crucial during World War II in detecting enemy aircrafts. Yet, in recent years, we have seen unprecedented acceleration of change. Modern warfare is no longer about just tanks, soldiers, and traditional weapons. Technology is now the new frontier. Cutting-edge innovations such as artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, autonomous systems, and next-generation materials are increasingly at the center of strategic military operations. Take GPS, something we use daily, originally developed for military navigation systems. This is just one example of how military innovation often finds their way into civilian applications. Today, countries around the globe are investing billions into R&D. For example, in the United States, the DARPA, which is Defense Advanced Research Project Agency, leads many of these high-risk, high-reward innovations. But it's not a US phenomenon. Russia, China, and other nations are also in the race, making technological superiority a matter of national security. The race to develop cutting-edge military technologies is now as important as any geopolitical strategy. Let's now focus on real-world challenges and how they are reshaping defense innovation, particularly with the ongoing Russian-Ukraine war. This conflict has pushed the boundaries of what we thought possible in military operations, especially in terms of digital warfare and autonomous systems. A few key developments stand out. Both Russia and Ukraine employed cyber attacks as a critical part of their military strategy, targeting everything from critical infrastructure to communication systems. The scale and sophistication of these attacks have shown us how vulnerable our digital infrastructure is. As a result, defense R&D is rapidly advancing in cyber defense, including advanced firewalls, encrypted communications, and AI-driven threat detection. The aim is to develop systems that not only defend against external threats, but also predict and prevent attacks in real time. Let me ask you this. How many of you feel that your personal data is completely safe online? If you are not sure, you will understand why cybersecurity is now at the heart of modern defense strategies. This also highlights an emerging trend, information warfare, where the ability to control narratives and manipulate digital platforms can be just as powerful as traditional military force. Another shift has been the increasing use of drones and unmanned aerial vehicles, not just for surveillance, but for combat operations. Drones are now used for reconnaissance, targeted strikes, and surveillance, and they are used in high-risk combat zones where traditional manned aircraft would be too vulnerable to operate. Countries and private industries around the world are rapidly developing next-generation drones with autonomous capabilities, advanced targeting systems, and counter-drone technologies. Quick question for the room again. How many of you heard of swarming drones? This is a powerful concept with large number of autonomous drones work together to overwhelm enemy defenses. A cutting-edge development, it is already used today. The key here is autonomy and coordination of the drones, which makes them much more than just simple machines. Rather, they act like distributed systems, operating with limited human intervention. Drones have also proven invaluable in the Ukraine conflict, where both sides are using them for everything, from bombing to electronic warfare. Now let's look at a few key emerging that are shaping the future of defense. AI is revolutionizing industries, and defense is no exception. From AI-powered drones that can make real-time decisions on the battlefield to predictive maintenance for military vehicles, AI is transforming the battlefield. Imagine a fighter jet that not only flies itself, but can also analyze the battlefield in real time and make decisions on attack strategies or evasive maneuvers, all without human intervention or human input. This is no longer science fiction, it's becoming a reality. Furthermore, AI is also being used in data analytics to improve military decision-making by analyzing vast amounts of battlefield data. AI can help military planners identify patterns and make predictions that could improve the overall efficiency and effectiveness of military operations. Also, we have to speak about hypersonic weapons. These missiles can travel at speed that's greater than 5 Mach, which is over 3,800 miles per hour, and are nearly impossible to intercept with current missile defense system. Both Russia and China are heavily investing in this technology, and countries around the world are racing to develop countermeasures. Hypersonic weapons represent a significant shift in how military forces will conduct long-range strikes in the future. As we move into an era where speed and precision are paramount, hypersonic weapons will become key, achieving our strategic advantages. Speaking about directed energy weapons, think lasers and microwave guns. These directed energy weapons are actively being researched by global military forces with the potential to disable drones, missiles, and even satellites. DEWs offer high precision with virtually unlimited ammunition, as they don't use traditional projectiles to engage their targets. The ability to disable enemy technology from a distance with such a precision and minimal collateral damage makes DAWs an extremely attractive weapon for the future warfare. As space becomes increasingly militarized, space-based defense systems are also emerging. Countries are focusing on satellite-based missile detection, space surveillance, and even orbital laser weapons. The US Space Force is already investing heavily in space surveillance to detect missile launches and protect critical satellite infrastructure, which has become a core component of global communication, navigation, and air defense as well. Space, once seen as a domain for scientific exploration, is now becoming an integral part of defense strategy, especially as nations seek to secure their satellite networks from cyber attacks or even physical threats. On-the-ground initiatives like Space Force branches and cyber warfare units focus on integrating space-based assets into military operations. While in orbit, we see a growing investments in space-based defense system and advanced satellite surveillance. What was once a realm for exploration is now becoming a strategic battleground where dominance could shift the balance of powers even on the Earth. The question is not if space will be weaponized, but how it will be managed to prevent catastrophic escalation. As military powers advance their space technologies, how will the rapid pace of innovation shape the nature of warfare beyond the Earth's atmosphere? Continue with the role of national industries and in the defense innovation. You might be asking yourself, where do national industries fit into all of this? The answer is very simple. They are essential. Countries with strong defense industries, such as the US and China, are not only developing and deploying advanced military technologies at scale, but also ensuring self-sufficiency in critical sectors. The COVID-19 pandemic has taught us the importance of local supply chains, especially for key materials like semiconductors, which are vital for next-generation weapon systems. Furthermore, public-private collaboration is key. Programs like DARPA in the United States bring together government agencies and defense contractors to accelerate innovation. These partnerships are ensuring that military technologies reach the battlefield as quickly as possible. Let me take a moment to highlight the role of national industry from the Hungarian perspective. In Hungary, we are witnessing the significant developments in the defense innovation sector. An example worth mentioning is the Force Development Program of the Hungarian Defense Forces. That is a national initiative aimed to modernizing Hungary's defense capabilities, which emphasizes domestic technological development. The initiative reflects Hungary's commitment to ensuring its national security by leveraging local industrial strength. To conclude, the defense industry is undergoing a profound transformation. Emerging challenges, like highlighted by the Russian-Ukraine conflict, are pushing the boundaries of military innovation, from cybersecurity to AI-driven systems and hypersonic weapons. The future of defense is being shaped by cutting-edge technologies. National defense industries are the heart of this transformation, ensuring that these innovations are not only developed but deployed effectively. As we look to the future, it's clear that defense R&D will continue to be a cornerstone of national security, and the technologies that emerge from this space will define the next generation of warfare. Thank you for your attention, and I do hope that I worked up your appetite for the panel discussion. Thank you.